All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Oh my God. I still have so much makeup on my head. Hi. There's, I got some, I didn't do a great job in the shower last night. But that's fine. It ain't no thing. Good morning, Stephanie. And good morning, Nicolette and Marmalade, because I have to say hi to everybody and their pets. Oh, how is everybody doing? Hey, Holly. Hi. I couldn't agree more, Stephanie. Happy October. I feel like a more complete human at this time of year. I just feel like I'm in my element creatively. I'm like, yes, this is my time. This is when the weather is just so right for me, and I'm yeah. Oh, it's good to be back. I am myself again. It's the best. I'm going to actually celebrate the fact that it's October this week with a varying amount of baking dishes and cooking. That's what I'm really excited about. I'm planning on making some pumpkin pasties. So I can't decide if I'm going to actually like make the dough myself, or if I'm gonna just like buy some pre-bought laminated dough. I don't know, I can't decide. Ooh. So I'm gonna definitely make some seasonal bakes, and I wanna make ratatouille. I wanna, from the movie, I wanna make some ratatouille. So it's like a tomatoey base, and it's like very thinly sliced vegetables, like arranged in this beautiful circuitous fashion. Is that a word, circuitous? I feel like it has to be. It's gotta be. Let me look it up. Circuitous. Yes, it is a word, but not really the word I'm looking for. Circuitous means a route or journey longer than the most direct way. Okay, so that's not really what I was looking for. In a circular fashion, I guess that'll make more sense. Do you guys like to cook seasonal stuff? I feel like it's one of the best way. I'm like, let me just have a full assault on my senses, not just with like the weather, but I want to taste the season. I want to hear the season. Yeah, those are my plans. October is the best. Good morning, Sarah. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. And one of the ways that I love to enter into a season as well is with a movement practice. Oh, woo! So because I'm a little sleepy, sore, I'm kind of all over the place with my body today, I want to do a little like 50-50. So I want to do some kind of yin, some chill stuff. I want to do some flow movement. But most of all, I want to find very like grounded movement for today. So I want to do some hip openers that are ground oriented. Even if you're, pretty tight, I'll have some, modifications that you can make with blocks or with a strap even. So having those things will be really, really handy for today. I want to see if we can get into compass pose. Ooh, navigation time. Let's navigate the season together. Do some compass pose. So compass pose is the way I like to think of it, okay, so there's this one shape in yoga called Visvamsastrasana. So it's kind of like a side plank with this like beautiful overhead line and this overhead shape. So we're going to like try to include that position in, but the way I like to think of it is it's like, oh God, what's that shape? It's like backpack where like your leg is like up on your shoulder in a backpack or even up on your tricep. And then you try to work some leg extensions in order to do it. So in order to get into compass, we want to feel really open in our side body. We want to feel really open through our shoulders, and we want to feel really open in our hips. So I'm going to try to get through all those things today. So again, blocks and strap will be very, very helpful. Are you guys feeling ready? I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling ready to move around, and then I'm feeling ready for breakfast, like right as soon as we're done. I want brekkie fast. I should probably give us a playlist, shouldn't I? I feel like we should get a nice playlist in here. I'm trying to work on like a fun seasonal playlist. Let's see, let me connect this. Okay, the one that I taught my workshop to, I don't know, it's not really fully formed. I kind of like jumped all around in it. Let's see. What have we got in here? We've got so many things. There's literally just no wrong answers here. I just like to, set the vibe. You know what I mean? I like to set the vibe. Slinky stretchy. Oh, this looks fun. Let's try this one. Slinky stretchy. Oh, there's also this one. I like that one. See, look, this is what happens. I can't decide. Oh God, yeah, no. This is why it's a problem, guys, because I just have too many to decide. Halloween bar, I'm definitely going to bring that back. Definitely going to bring that back. I'm actually planning on bringing bar back this month on the 21st. So let's definitely plan on doing that. All right, I'm bringing it in. I'm going to give you, of course, you can do whatever you want, right? You can listen to whatever. But this one will be for us today if you want to follow. If you want to follow along. Oops, inspect? No, dog. I'm not trying to change the code here. Paste. Paste. All right. All right. I say we get started with those straps. And we start standing. Let's do it. Oh, my sacrum literally like popped so loudly as I got up. Oh God. If that's any indication about how my body is today. All right. So we've got our little strappy straps. If you're like, hey, my shoulders are like really tight today, you can also do like a stretchy band. I'm just going to do it with this. It has so much give. It's so nice. It's so nice to have some give. So whatever you want, a strap, a stretchy band, a towel, it doesn't matter, all right? We're going to start with some shoulder flossing. So just find your standing position wherever you're at. Hang on to that strap down by your side, and let's just take 3 breaths here. Grounding, reorienting, coming back to yourself. And And with your next inhale, let's bring that strap straight forward in front of you. Make sure you have wider than shoulder width distance, and then continue the pathway all the way up and overhead. Yeah? Feel free to be a bad, naughty little yogi today and flare out your ribs. Let those arms work back behind you and let the strap or the rubber band come all the way back to your bum. Yeah? So back and forth today. Again, don't be afraid to be a little naughty thing and have that nice rib flare for these first few. I like to learn the rules, and then I like to break the rules on purpose. Y'all know me. Nice. Now, the next time this little strap comes back in front of you, let's take a nice circular ride. Now I'm going to bring in circuitous. Let's take a circuitous route. Yeah? So we'll come up and over to the right, to the back, yeah, and around. Now, as you're doing these kind of circular motions, just be really mindful that you're not dumping into your low back. Nice. We'll go reverse, other way. Oh, this feels so good. Your girl is sore in a lot of ways. Nice. Now, the next time you bring that strap back in front of you, let's now pull your ribs in. Bring it up and overhead. Hold, hold, hold. Keep those ribs in. We're just going back one last time. Really working into those sticky, sticky, sticky shoulder spots. Yeah, those angry spots. And then we'll take it back up and over. Try to keep those ribs in. And then we'll release that strap or that band down to the ground. And I want you to bring your arms up and overhead. Make a little prayer position, interlace, and take the hands behind your head. Open up your chest towards the ceiling. Open up the elbows wide. Arc through your back. So really tilt those sit bones back behind you. And then tuck the tailbone underneath. Work chin towards your chest. And let's roll down. Into a forward fold. Oh, with those arms wrapped around the back of your head. You can swing a little bit side to side here. Let's just let the spine decompress. I'm going to be making a lot of sounds today, so just prepare yourselves. Oof. All right, let's release your hands down towards the ground. We'll bend our knees as much as we need to come all the way down to our bum. And we're going to sit cross-legged. Now, if ye be mega tight, and you want to take a block or a little bolster or a pillow underneath your butt, you can totally do that. We're going to go through our seated cat-cows now with an emphasis on our contracted shape. So let's start with that contracted shape first. So curl your tailbone underneath you. Hang on to the fronts of your shin bones. Now, while we're here, I want you to really think about pulling on your shin bones, trying to separate and pull apart the shoulders. Curling your spine in that C-curve shape. We'll take one more breath in here. And breath out. Yes. Now start by leading with the chest. Pull yourself forward. Lengthen out. Open up through the front line. Work through that back bend. Hold this position. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Open up through your chest. Yes. Now leading from your back, from your neck, start to dive backwards, curling the spine, tucking that tailbone underneath. And then lead with the chest, pull yourself forward. So this kind of crashing wave feeling and sensation through your cat-cows. This feels so good. Good, we'll do one more like this. And when you're in that contracted space, let's untangle our legs, bringing the feet in front of you. And let's do some windshield wipers from left to right. Hands can be behind you, hands can be at your heart space, whatever you want. Hey, hey, everyone, welcome. All right, let's bring ourselves into a double stag position over to the left. So my left leg is in front of me, my right leg is kind of off to my side. I want us to bring our left hand down to the ground, kind of leaning over onto our hip. And we're gonna take some arm circles out and around. Yes, out and around. Great. The next time we sweep it around, let's push into this left hand and lift up our hips. Nice. Return your hips back down. Now let's lengthen out through our right leg. So extend it out all the way long, kind of towards the corner of your mat. And this left foot can stay where it's at. If you want to attach it to the inner thigh, I'm not going to stop you. The goal is to side body stretch. So let's arc up and over towards the right hand side. Left arm, I'm like, let me just slap myself in the face with my microphone. Left arm is going to reach up and over towards that side. Nice, let's bring ourselves all the way back up and melt over that right leg. Now if your left foot wants to come in towards the inner thigh, absolutely make it happen. Let me put this phone on a do not disturb. Oh, my hamstrings. Anybody else's hamstrings upset? I also need to do something about these toes, you guys. Holy smokes, hello. Okay. I did some body paint on myself last night, so everything's looking particularly heinous today. The things we do for art. All right, babes, let's bring ourselves back up. Woo. We're gonna step our left foot out, bring our right leg into a bend, and come back to those little windshield wipies. Windshield wipies, bam, 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 bam. Great. All right, we'll go both knees over to our right-hand side. Right hand is gonna be on the ground. Let's do some circles with this left arm. You guys, I still have my hair in from the show last night. This was the show hair. It looked real nice last night. My little French braid on my noggin's kind of falling apart though. All right, now the next time you sweep it around, let's do a big push and open up. Oh, hip flexors. All right, let's return all the way back down. We'll lengthen our left leg into the corner of our space. And again, right leg doesn't have to like attach to the inner thigh yet. Goal is to side stretch here. My goal is being a bendy baby. All right, let's bring ourselves up. Now the thigh and the foot can attach. Let's forward melt over this left leg. Check out the atrocities of the other foot. She needs a file, she needs polish, she needs some cuticle assistance. Maybe she even needs a Dremel, I don't know. All right, we'll do one last breath here. And when we bring ourselves up, let's cross our legs and roll over our shin bones, making our way towards a tabletop position. Now, y'all know me, I like to do a little wrist warm up every time, so let's bring both of our little paws on the ground here, And we're gonna take a couple shifts, forward and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Nice. Now let's turn our hands into external rotation and take some shifts backwards and forwards. So a little more intensity. If it's too intense, you can revert back to our original situation. Nice. Now let's take ourselves into a high plank position. And we're gonna go into a high plank, all right? So we're gonna up the ante a little bit. Imagine there's a little pencil at your heart. Draw a circle between your thumbs, but keep yourself in this long line. So you're really pushing through your feet. 2 more in this direction. And then let's take 2 in the other direction. Well, more than 2, more like 5. Girl math. Oh, fuck, my ankles, my knees. Last 2. Last one, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Pedal out your legs, bending one knee and then the other. All right. Now from this downward facing dog, let's lift up both our heels, bend both of our knees, see the front, and then I want you to push through your legs, control through the belly, roll yourself out, and then bend your knees and slide back. Nice. Repeat that 2 more times. Roll, push. Nice. Roll, push. And that next one, when you bend your knees and see the front, let's step to the front. Soft knees, roll yourself all the way up to rise. Yeah. Now when you make it up, let's reach both of our arms up towards the ceiling together. And exhale, bring your hands towards heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Yeah. Now let's articulate through a halfway lift. Lengthen out through your spinal column. And with your exhale, let's plant your hands and step back into a high plank. All right, we're going to do a special version of our chaturangas. I know I've taught this to some of y'all before. This is kind of an Ashtanga version, yeah? So my toes are tucked, right? My hips are forward. I'm gonna lower my chin and my chest down to the ground, okay? Chin and chest, chin and chest, chin and chest. Hopefully I don't smother this microphone, all right? Now, starting from my tailbone, I'm gonna tuck, and I'm gonna roll that tuck forwards into a Bhujangasana or low cobra, yeah? So tops of my feet push into the ground, my arms are by my side, my shoulder blades are squeezing, and then exhale, slide back into downward facing dog, lift up your hips, yeah? You wanna try that one more time? Okay, good, me too. So knees come down from a high plank position. Notice my hips are forward from my knees. Chin and chest, bring it down. Tuck the tailbone first, roll forward. So it's kind of like pelvis, belly button open, and then exhale, slide it back, downward facing dog. So good. Take 3 breaths. All right, our last one is gonna move us. Bend your knees, see the front, travel to the front. This time, let's go straight into a halfway lift. And with your exhale, fold. Rise up with a flat spine, reaching your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, reset. That's the stuff. Inhale, reach it up. And with your exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. And exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Now, if you don't like it, you can do a regular chaturanga or try the knees, chest, chin again. Three breaths, and we have one more round. All right, heels lift up nice and high. Bend your knees, see the front. Maybe on this one, you take a little hop. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. soft knees. Actually, let's go long spine. So nice long legs. I guess my body was like, keep rolling around. Exhale, bring hands back towards heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And with your exhale, fold forwards. Nice. Halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. Plant your hands, step back. Chaturangas. I'm going to do a regular one because I want to get into this upward facing dog real quick. All right, downward facing dog. Now let's see the front, yeah? I want you to lift your heels, bend your knees again. Let's travel into a malasana squat. So feet nice and wide. Lower the hips, hands to heart. Nice. Take again a breath in, and with your exhale, push all the way through the feet and up to standing. Yeah. Heel toe the feet towards hip width distance. Because I just came back from a belly dance show, I want to work a little bit of belly dance technique into this flow. I just feel like it. Okay, so we're going to do a technique called a Maya, and we're actually going to incorporate it into our flow in a fun way. So with your Mayas, you're essentially creating a figure 8 from side to side, yeah? Now, what's going to help you a lot is if you bend your knees, right? So notice when my right knee is bent, my right hip is down. My left leg is long, the hip is high. And then I bend that knee to lower the hip down, the other side lifts. And the cycle continues. So I like to think of this, again, like a figure 8. Up and over to the right, up and over to the left. So just get a couple of those in your body. And again, just notice, since you're getting a side view and an ass view because of the mirror, hallelujah. Look at that thing back there. This bodysuit is working overtime for me today. Thanks, bodysuit. Like I was mentioning, you can see that as I'm doing this, my knees are forward in front of me. They're actually past my ankles, but my hips are aligned over my ankles, yeah? We've got 3. Nice. Last 2. Nice. Last one, make it into center position. Sit a little bit deeper. Reach your arms towards the upper hand corner, chair position. Exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Nice. Again, inhale, reach your arms up. Stand all the way up. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen out through your spinal column. Exhale, low lunge. Let's step your left foot back. Blocks can come underneath your hands for this. Heart space opens up towards the front. Yeah, you can even lower your left knee down if you want. Hip flexors. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, hamstring stretch of choice. So if your knee is down, you can do your half split. If your knee is up, you can do this runner stretch. Back and forth we go a couple times. You can also lift up your front foot, right? The heel stays down, but the toes lift. Flex. Great, last 2. Last one, let's meet with our front leg long. We're gonna turn and pivot towards our left and go into a wide fold. Now here, you can sway side to side, yeah, keeping the legs long. You can also bend your knees one at a time. I always like to get into my inner thighs a bit. All right, babies, let's lengthen out through our spinal column here. We'll open up our arms. We'll rise all the way up towards a standing position. And then we'll take our hands onto our hips, pivot on our right toes, and turn them towards the front. Hips are even, right? So we don't have a tilt going either direction. We just want our hips underneath us. And then we'll bend and re-extend our right leg a few times. Bend and extend. I want to see the chat. Oh, Beatrice, thank you for the intro, baby. The intro, love. Yeah, I worked on it, and I'm very proud of it. It's very fun. I have 3 different versions. So that's the one I like. I like the little triptych version. All right, let's meet with our front knee bent, yeah? And we're gonna work into reverse warrior. So big side body stretch. Nice. Exhale, right arm, right thigh, left arm reaches up. Oh, I totally forgot that I put Smashing Pumpkins on this playlist. Billy Corgan, your voice is hot. Thank you so much. All right, big sweep with this left arm all the way to the front. Extended side angle. Nice. 3, 2, pivot off your left foot on 1. Left hand can come onto a block. Right arm reaches up. So we're working through a twist. Again, just that note, my back heel lifted, and I pivoted square towards the front. Good. Take an inhale. And with your exhale, let's bring both of your hands back down. We'll move the blocks out of the way. Let's go into a 3-legged dog. Lift up your leg and open up your hip, yeah? Know that at any time, if we're doing 3-legged dog work, you can also do this from a tabletop position, right? We're just gonna take some circles here, move through your hip. Oh my gosh. All right. Right foot is down. All right. We're going to work through the other side. So let's bend our knees, see the front, take a little travel, work into your malasana again. So nice big squat. Oh. I feel so lazy today, y'all. Lazy in the best way. Take some breaths. And then we'll take one more breath in here. And we'll push all the way up towards a standing position. Oh, we'll neutralize, yeah. Now, on the other side, right, we did our Mayas. Now we're gonna try to do the opposites. We're gonna try to do our lower figure eights. So bending more into the knees and scooping up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Some people always like to ask, can I use my heels? Yeah, you know, if you're doing a very traditional dance class, they're going to tell you that heel lifts are cheating. But to me, it's more of a stylistic choice. So I like to work with my heels down. Remember, the bend in your knees helps a lot. Down and up, down and up, down and up. So I like to think of my hips scooping, yeah? Yeah, I'm scooping some ice cream out to the side. By the way, speaking of ice cream, I had some of the best ice cream last night in San Diego. I need to tell you all about it while you practice your figure eights. So it was from this place called Ann's Dry Cleaning. It's an ice cream shop that took over a dry cleaning space. And all of their ice cream flavors are like named after like fabric types. So I had an ice cream that was like a spicy fig, like it had spicy walnuts crushed into it, and then a tres leches. It was so good. My husband Kamar, he had their vegan option. They had 2 vegan options. One was like a kiwi. It was like a kiwi fruit one, and then the other one was like a Ferrero Rocher. Oh, it was so good. All right, last 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Meet me back in your center. Sit a little bit deeper. Reach those arms through. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up to standing. exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine. And exhale, let's step back into a lunge. Right foot to the back. Hands on blocks. And we're gonna work through our lunges. So again, you can go knee down, right? Notice also my knee is past my ankle. This is not a crime, right? This is not a crime. The only thing I like to say is that if you want to do this very intentionally, do try it with your heel on the ground. Like if you're like, I just want to work on my ankle flexibility, right? I want to work on my knee flexibility, right? Because we have a lot of flexion here, a lot of flexion here. Then that's cool. Whatever you want to do. Just do things with intention, right? All right, we'll take an inhale breath. And with your exhale, stretch out your hamstrings. Ooh. Good. We'll inhale, come back into a bend. Nice. And with your exhale, lengthen out. That's it. Repeat that a couple more times. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. We're going to meet with the front leg long, and then we're going to pivot to the right. Wide fold. Oh boy, my favorite. Now, same thing. You can sway side to side. You can bend one knee at a time. Just work through those inner thighs, work through those hamstrings. Oh, I can just tell my right ankle is angy. I have this really old jiu-jitsu injury in here. I'm a tiny person, and when I'm trying to do things in jiu-jitsu, like triangling, why is that hard to say? Triangling full-grown men. Is anybody else trying to say that right now? Triangling. Wow, I don't know if, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna trip on it anymore. When I'm trying to triangle full-grown men, it like stretches my ankle out in a weird way because my legs are like, even though they're relatively long, not that long, yeah. All right, let's lengthen out through your spine. Woo. Reach out through the arms, rise all the way up to a standing position. Nice. And then we're going to bring our hands onto our hips. I'm going to pivot off my toes. So my front heel is going to lift. I know the block is hiding it. I'm sorry. Toes are going to turn towards the front, and then we're going to bend and extend. Bend and extend. So yeah, ever since that injury, which I don't even really know what I did, but I'm just assuming it's me trying to hold on to people with my legs, my ankle's just been a little weird. Kind of sucks. All right, let's maintain the bend in our front knee. We'll move into reverse warrior, so big side body stretch. And exhale, side angle. So left elbow on the thigh, right arm nice and high. That's it. Now take a big sweep with this right arm. Yeah? Full extended side angle, all that space, all that work. Nice. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, bring the right hand down onto a block. Pivot off of your foot, reach your left arm high. Great. Let's also return our left hand back down to the block. Move them out of our way, and we're going to go into three-legged dog again. Yee. So hands down, left leg lifts. Open up your hip, bend into your knees, and start to work around. Nice. Circle it out, other direction. And then we'll return our left foot down to the ground. And we're gonna take a little break. Child's pose position. Knees wide, toes back, arms reach forward. Oh, you guys are doing great. You guys are doing amazing. Now you can stay a little bit longer in this child's pose position. You can play with side bending, moving, from right to left, whatever. Or if you want, you can join me in a deeper hip opener. So prone frog. Sorry about it ahead of time. I'm gonna slide my body forwards until my butt is over my knees. And I'm gonna try to open my legs as much as I can. So from my child's pose, my feet are gonna work to the width of my mat. And then I'm just gonna slide out and separate. Now, things I see as a teacher, hips forward, right? And they're like, I'm down to the ground, teach, I got this. Hips back, right? Try to keep hips in alignment with your knees. I know it's harder, but it's really gonna help you out when we get to our final shapes for today. So wherever you are, child's posing and wiggling it out, or if you're working this one with me. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. All right, now to work out of this, we're actually gonna work all the way down to our stomachs with our legs behind us. So everybody's gonna wanna do that a little bit differently. I like to do it from here. I like to really come down. I like to lift up my feet. I know this seems like some broken doll, psychotic, exorcist type shit. And then slide my knees back. Oh, and lengthen my legs. Oh my God. All right. Let's slide our forearms underneath our shoulders. And we're in Sphinx. So nice, yeah? If your low back is giving you some issues, what I like to do is like tuck my tailbone and like squeeze my butt a couple times. All right. And then we'll get into our shoulders and a little bit more back by pushing into our hands and lifting up our elbows, right? And I just like to think active legs, active butt, active spine, shoulders down. Active legs, active butt, active spine, shoulders down. That's our song. That is your song every time you are doing back bends. All right, let's bring the elbows all the way down. Let's do a little more opening through our shoulders right here. Hands are gonna come outside our mats. Little creepy sorceress fingertips on the ground, elbows up, yeah? Push through those fingertips, give yourself a lift, and then dip left shoulder down, look to the right. Nice, push through those little sorceress fingertips again. Dip right shoulder, look left. Great, let's push you all the way back up one more time. And I want you to lower down. Let's take our hands behind us. Look over to your left, yeah? And one thing I like to do when I'm here, I like to bend my knees and windshield wipe. Yeah? So it's windshield wipers, but, just the other side. Flipped on its little head. I know my microphone is down there, so hopefully you can hear me. Looks like you can. This just feels nice. I'm just doing this because this is what my body would like right now. All right. Bring ourselves back to center. If you want to take it a little more power oriented, you can push all the way up to the top of a push-up from here, or you can push into tabletop. We're all gonna meet back in a downward facing dog, yeah? And downward facing dog. All right. Now let's lift up through our right leg. Yeah, we're trying to stay relatively square here. We're gonna step our right foot between our hands. Yeah, let's go straight into our warrior two from here. And then we'll bring it into reverse warrior. We've already been here, right? We're just doing a little run back. Right elbow comes onto the thigh, right? Big sweep with this left arm up and overhead. Inhale breath, right? With your exhale, we're gonna push off of our leg, lengthen through our leg into a triangle. Now, slide into depth that feels appropriate for you. I love this one for an inner thigh work. Ooh. Great, one breath in. With your exhale, let's bring it all the way up. Maintain the length in your legs, square off the hips, reverse triangle. And with your exhale, let's take it all the way back to a low lunge position. Now, we're gonna work into a deeper, wider version of our lunge. So, my back foot just pivoted to square. My right leg is gonna heel toe out to the side. And I'm gonna work to the inside of my legs, yeah? You can probably see it in the mirror behind me, but you know, all right. So knee down. See if you can get deeper, right? And by that, I just mean your torso lower to the ground. For a lot of us, our blocks are gonna be our friends here in this lizard lunge position. It's actually kind of chilly in here, so I'm feeling like kind of stiff in my hip flexors. Feeling a little stiff. We'll take 3 more breaths. All right, let's bring it all the way back up. I'm gonna tuck my back toe, lift my back knee. I always like to give myself a little lengthening in the front leg before I go, you know, back through the other side. Just kind of recuperate a little bit. All right, and then we'll rebend into the front knee. You can step back. You can bring in a chaturanga again, yeah? So your push-up position, which again can be on the knees. Upward facing dog. Remember our song, strong legs, strong butt, strong back. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, left leg lifts, lengthen through. And with your exhale, we're gonna go knee to nose. We'll step through to our low lunge. Warrior two, so rise. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Elbow on the thigh, right arm high. Nice. Now we're gonna take a breath in here, right? And with our exhale, we're gonna push off of our leg with our arm, yeah? And then we're gonna slide into a depth that feels appropriate for us. And know that that's a gradient, right? When we're here, pretty much all of us can be here, but the depth is where we find more intensity, more of a demand on our core to hold ourselves upright. So I want you to make that decision, slide along that gradient as feels appropriate for you. Just think top hip, wraps back. Oh, that's where we get that nice side body lengthening, right, that I was talking about. For 3, for 2. Breath in on 1. Exhale, let's rise. Hips square off so that you can take it into your reverse triangle. And then exhale, let's bring it all the way back to a lunge, pivoting off of the back foot. Heel toe for width on that left side. So my arm is to the inside, knee is down, Good. And then work to your comfortable level in your lizard. This is major shit right here for the hips. I can already tell I'm like, I have not done this a lot recently. Feeling it. Good, you guys are doing good. We're almost done. Oh my God. I know that this is what I'm going to be teaching all week, I guess. Tom Waits. Tom fucking Waits. All right, we'll push ourselves back up. We'll give ourselves a little relief by lengthening through the left leg. And then we'll rebend. Yeah, we'll move the blocks, all the shit out of our way. And you can take your very last chatta, yeah? Strong legs, strong butt, strong back, shoulders down. And exhale, downward facing dog, your very last one. All right, let's make our way down to the ground. Yes. Excellent. All right, sit on your bum, take your feet together, or take it into a straddle, and point your little peepers up at the screen while I talk about how to do compass, yeah? So like I said, compass is a grounded shape. It requires open shoulders, open side body, and open hips, yeah? I'll just do my right leg first. So my left leg is kind of in front of me. My right leg is in this bent position. And the way I like to kind of work my way into it, I like to bring my right leg in my arm like a purse. So I just like to think I have a leg purse. It's my favorite purse, right? Know that this is like a level one, like a, hey, I want to eventually do compass, so I'm going to meet myself at my level and at my ability, right? Your next level above this is to try to get the leg higher. And by higher, I just mean maybe it's higher on the tricep, closer to the shoulder. Maybe you're able to literally backpack your ass up and over yourself, yeah? So I've got this right leg wrapped around me, okay? Now, I like to lean over to my left side just a little bit for this next thing, yeah? So I'm kind of balanced more on my left butt cheek. My right hand is gonna come on top of my right foot. My right hand is gonna be on the ground. Fingertips, remember a little sorceress fingertips, yeah? Now I'm just gonna see how much extension can I get. For some of us, this might be it. This might be it. Now you might be being like, oh my God, there's no way I can get further than this. Eventually, we want to work the leg up and overhead, yeah? And that's when sometimes I like to return that sit bone down towards the ground. This is like everything for me. It's side body, it's shoulder, hips. So if you want to give it a go, let's give it a go, kids. I'm going to do my other side with you. Yeah, let's do it together. So left foot is in front. Yeah, we'll pick up that leg. Also, if you have questions, feel free to type them in the chat because I can take some time to go over your questions with it, all right? We're starting with our purse. Purse, purse, purse. Walk into the room purse first. If you know RuPaul's Drag Race, you know about walk into the room purse first. Bob the drag queen. So good. All right, if you were vibing here, but you wanted to go further, try to hike it up a little bit higher. Maybe all the way up onto the shoulder. Now, I've got a bit of a curve in my spine in order to get this way, yeah? All right, my right hand is gonna go on the top of my left foot. I'm kind of wrapping my fingertips around the edge too, the outer edge. I'm gonna take my left fingertips down to the ground. Now I'm gonna start to open, lengthen, leg will go out towards the side, yeah? Side body stretch, shoulder stretch. This is also my bad shoulder too, but this feels okay. All right, let's work out of it. Woo! Now, if you've only done one side, take some time now to do your other side, yeah, to make sure that you're balanced on both sides. Again, I'm here if you want to type questions into the comment section. Or if you've already done both sides, just take a second. Take a little water break. We're in our last 8 minutes of class. How lucky are we? Good. So again, walking it up towards the shoulder, extending the leg out to the side. And then trying to like rotate and open, yeah? So even when I'm like doing it off to the side, I know I'm in a big ass bag sweatshirt, but I'm creating spinal length. Like this whole process lengthens out my whole spine, yeah? I don't know if you can fucking see it. Right? All right, if you've done both sides, we'll bring it back home, back center. Yeah. Give yourself a little moment to kind of reset because that's a very intense shape. We'll turn our bums so that we face the front. And we're gonna roll down onto our backs. We're gonna roll into happy baby. You can even start in your happy baby position, yeah? I like to pick up my feet, grab my toes, contract, and roll back into my happy baby. Yeah, if you're following along on my playlist, you're probably on that last song, and if you're there, let's hit the repeat. Let's rinse and repeat this one a few times as we end class. One more breath in our happy baby. And we'll bring it in, hugging our knees one more time. And ending with a twist. Both knees over to the left-hand side. Take a couple deep breaths in this shape. And then we'll take the twist over to the other side. So both knees over to your right. Left arm can reach out to the side or even goal post or reach overhead. Whatever helps you feel the most grounded, the most intentional in this space. And then we'll bring you back to center and find one final shape, which can look all sorts of different ways for everybody. But I just want you to find a final shape that you feel soft and relaxed in. And we take a little final meditation together. Take 5 more breaths. Maybe each one getting a little bit deeper than the one before it. Maybe that breath invites some gathering of your knees or some movement through your limbs. And we'll eventually work our way up to a seat, however you want to do that. Maybe you take some rocks and some rolls. Maybe you roll all the way over to one side. And we'll sit up cross-legged, taking a moment to feel profound gratitude. And this gratitude can be for anything, right? Especially pertaining to you and your body and your surroundings. But I always feel really grateful for all of you. Truly, truly appreciate you. Or else I would just be streaming to the void, to nothingness. So thank you to each and every one of you for showing up every Monday. Also for, the other people that join me on Patreon, Wednesday for our quick core class, Thursday for our beginners class, and then soon, this month, coming back into our bar practice. Really, really, really excited. Man, I hope all of you have an awesome rest of your Monday. I'm feeling so much better and grateful that I got to move my body with you all today. That's the stuff right there. Oh, Stephanie, I love you. I hope your birthday celebrations were wonderful. I know we are finally in Libra season, right? Do I have any Libras here? I love Libra season. Balance, harmony. It's like all the things that I desire. All the things I want. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks, Nicolette. I think it was pretty perfect too. At least for what I wanted, yeah. I know we're all different bodies, but I try to just be very like intuitive, you know. That's something that this practice really taught me about myself. Is, you know, at first I want to do everything right and do everything well and get better, and then I got to a certain point where I realized, like, oh, I'm learning about myself. I'm understanding myself. And I get to make this practice what I want. So I always try to kind of pull from that when I'm teaching and when I'm doing my own practice, you know. So glad that all of you also got that and that it worked for all of us. Lovely. So schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow I'm going to be subbing a class and teaching my regular in-person classes. So 11:30 a.m. I'm teaching a heated yoga bar. Then 5:30 p.m. a non-heated yoga bar. And then in the evening at 6:45 p.m. power class. All of those are at Soho Yoga in Hermosa. Wednesday, we have our 10 a.m. quick core. This is on YouTube, but only for my Patreon members, Passage and Up. So that's a quick 30-minute strengthening and conditioning class that I teach every week. Thursday is our beginners class. Same thing for my Patreon, Passage members and Up. And that's at noon, our time. So 2 hours further in the future. And I just love that class because it's, you know, a much more slowed down, beginner's paced class. And then Friday, I'll be subbing again, heading down to Hermosa, 4 o'clock sculpt. Haven't taught sculpt in a while, so that'll be fun. And then a 5 o'clock power. So come see me this week in person or online. I adore you all so, so, so much. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I am looking forward, you know, when you start a week and you're like, I'm looking forward to the end of the week. That's how I feel. But not because I'm over it. The reason why I'm looking forward to the end of the week is because I feel like I'm completing a cycle of like a lot of work. Like I'm coming around, and what I'm going to do to reward myself for all my hard work, I taught so many workshops. I've performed, I've done all these things, so I'm going to buy myself Baldur's Gate 3, that D&D game, and I'm going to go dive deep into the realm of Dungeons and Dragons, baby. So that's what I plan on doing this weekend. After I teach some of my privates on Saturday, I'm just going to have coffee and play Baldur's Gate with my husband. Doesn't that sound great? So, yeah, that's my plan. Ooh, yeah. Big blessings to you, Nicolette. Hope everyone dives deep into their fall. Yes, I agree, Sarah. I will. You too, Nicolette. All right, my gorgeous, darling humans, this was lovely. I hope to see you again, if not throughout this week. Then next week, same time, same exact channel. The following week, so the 16th, I might not be here. I might be doing a very special photo shoot with Melodia Designs. So we'll see. I'll let you know how that's developing. I'm going to hopefully kind of get that organized. But yeah, I love you all so much. Yes, make a pumpkin shake. That sounds delicious. I will enjoy my breakfast. Can't wait to see you, Sarah, in core on Wednesday. Yes. All right, you beautiful humans. Love you all, and I will see you next time. Hee hee hee.